Hey you guys, it's Deborah. I have to talk quietly, so hopefully you guys can hear me because my kids, I just got them to sleep. Um, this is crazy and amazing, and I would be yelling right now if it wasn't late because this is the finale to my trilogy of videos. I can't even believe I'm making a video right now, but I made two videos in this last week, and I didn't have a plan on making another video after that first one that I made. The video is called Times Almost Up May 14th Fig Tree Prophecy Concluding. So I made that 5 days ago. I had no plans on making another one, and then I felt really compelled and led to make another one, and all based around 2028, all based around the second coming being in 2028, not the rapture, the second coming. And I felt led to talk about that and to count back from the Feast of Trumpets 2028, 7 biblical years, which I've talked about in the last video. But you guys, this is, I was like, no way. So the first video made 5 days ago, I just want to talk about how long it was. It was 28 minutes and 20 seconds. 28:20. And I literally never I try to keep my videos somewhat short. Sometimes I make them really long if it's something that, you just can't help but talk for a long time. Sometimes I make them only like a few minutes. Like there's no rhyme or reason with me. But that first one, I didn't even think about it. So I thought after I talked for like 20 minutes, usually I'll just wrap up if I think I need to, but I have no idea how long the videos are going to be really. And then when you upload on YouTube, sometimes they come up weird time. So then this video I made today, which I felt led to make as a follow-up video to that, to really re-emphasize the second coming on 2028 and minus 7 biblical years, which is different than 7 Gregorian years. Anyway, watch those two videos. This is my conclusion. This is amazing. This is confirmation. Okay, I believe this is confirmation. So the first video I made was 28 minutes and 20 seconds. Look at the second video that I made today. It was 28 minutes and 20 seconds. I was like, so when I made the second video, I think my eyes just like scanned the time. Oh, actually, I should backtrack. When I made the first video 5 days ago, that number really stood out to me, 28:20. It was like, I don't know why it really stood out to me, but it meant nothing to me in my head. So I just moved past. But then when I made the second video, and it was exactly that time today, let me tell you right now, I did not calculate how long I was talking in the second video. I just talked. Now, at the end of the second video, it's a little bit weird. I think somehow the video got messed up or something. When I was making it, I used Power Director, which is this like free thing I use on my phone. I literally make my videos on my phone. Anyway, so somehow it messed up at the end, and it made sure the video was 28 minutes and 20 seconds. So it literally was the exact same as the other one. I believe this very well could be confirmation, and I'll explain what I mean. So then when I was like, what? Both videos are the exact same amount of time. I do not time it. It did not cut me off. It did not make me it didn't like some people, they say like their phone's going to cut off or whatever. Like nothing like that happened. I just talked. And when I was done talking, I pressed stop and I uploaded to YouTube off my phone. Okay. So then when I looked at the time, the first thing I heard inside me was, that's 2028 backwards. My whole videos are on the fig tree generation and how 2028 is the very, very end. And when we get our millennial reign and we come back and Jesus destroys all the enemies and we rule. And then I'm talking about reversing from 2028. And in the video I do that, I reverse, count backwards 7 biblical years. And what is this? 2028 backwards. 28:20 is 2028 backwards. So look, that's crazy. So then I'm all excited and I go show my husband. I show him on the phone. I'm like, oh my goodness, look at yesterday's video or 5 days ago video. And then today, they're the exact same numbers. And it's on numbers because the video is actually called Do the Math. And I was like, look, and the Lord just said, read it backwards, 2028. My videos are literally on 2028 and it's 28:20, 2028 backwards. And they're on going backwards. I literally say in the video, count backwards. So anyway, he just goes to me. He has a very dry sense of humor. And he's like, he's just so calm. He's like, see how I'm all talkative? He's super calm. And he's like, yeah, and look at the time. And I was like, what? He's like, it's 8:20. So like, just like the 2 and the 8 and the 2. I don't know if you guys can see, but like on my phone, I took just a screenshot of my phone when I talked to him because he told me, and I just took a screenshot of my phone, and you can see it's 8:20. There's the 8:2, like the 2:8. I mean, that was just strange to me. I was like, oh my gosh, but 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 feels like completion. And what happens at the end of everything is it's complete for, when and then we have the 1,000 years of millennial reign rest, just like Israel 73, 7 plus 3 is 10. So anyway, it was 8:20 and the 28 and the 20 and everything. And it's backwards 20, 28. Anyway, listen to what it means in Strong's. Okay, so 28:20, which is the length of both my videos with no planning on my own whatsoever. And it means to assign by lot, to cast lot, to choose, to assign a portion, receive a share. And if you go down to the bottom, close to the bottom, it says obtain an inheritance. So basically, and I'll show you, 28:20, the word kleru means to obtain an inheritance. And it's only found one place in the Bible, in Ephesians 1:1:1. And 1:1:1 is like the end. And I did a whole video on a countdown. I have it called like Rapture Countdown, where the Lord showed me that if you look up in Strong's 555, 444, 333, 222, 111, those numbers in triplicate, they make a sentence. So you can look up my video. It has a rocket ship and it's called Rapture Countdown. Yeah, Rapture Countdown. And I literally woke up from a nap and heard to do that. So it made this sentence. And 1:1:1 was like the end, but it was like a countdown to the tribulation beginning. But I just find it interesting that verse 1:1:1 is also a countdown to the enemies being destroyed and are us to obtain our inheritance, to give us our lot. And that's 28:20. And backwards is 20:28. So I was just like, what is happening right now? But let's read that verse in Ephesians that basically is talking about getting our inheritance, which literally lines up with 2028 as the second coming. Okay. So this is what the verse says. It says, in him we have obtained an inheritance, having been predestined according to the purpose of him who works all things according to the counsel of his will. Ephesians 1:1:1. How beautiful. Okay. So basically, yeah, there was just too much here. And this is my conclusion to the trilogy of videos that I didn't even know I was making. I'm just like, what on earth? So this is so beautiful. So I believe he could be pointing and telling me that in 2028, we will receive our inheritance, unless it's 28:20. That would really suck. But I think the fact that 28:20 backwards is 2028 is also a point to the fact that in my video, I said, we're going to count backwards. I actually said that. So I'm just saying all this stuff was crazy. And the fact that I even told my husband, I was like, oh my gosh, at 8:20, and there's more. So let me just briefly recap what I'm saying here. I make one video about the fig tree generation basically coming to a close, and it's 28 minutes and 20 seconds. Then I feel led to basically, I guess, confirm with you guys and to clarify that the fig tree generation doesn't end really until 2028, and that we don't have to worry after May 14th, because if you count backwards using Jewish years, not Gregorian years, it brings you in August. So that just, you can watch those last two videos. The point is, how is the second video 28 minutes and 20 seconds again at 8:20? And then here's the other thing. I was like, are you even kidding me right now? I'm making the video on April 28th. Mic drop. I was like, wait, at 8:20, I tell my husband about both my videos I make that are 28 minutes and 20 seconds, which is backwards 2028, and my video's about 28, and I make the video on April 28th. I mean, are you even kidding me? And 8 plus 2 is 10, which is completion. You might be sitting there saying, what is up with you in the numbers? Look, man, there's no way. This is for those who get a little glee out of numbers and God's signs. Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. That was all the amazing things I wanted to share and conclude that it's now a trilogy, literally. So this is a beautiful verse. It says, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. And what does it say in that verse? That's the Greek word 28:20. It says, we will get our inheritance, which is predestined, which is for those predestined, will get the inheritance, which is basically the earth. So, yeah, how many signs, how many things have to point at 28? Like 28. It was 8:20 when I made it, or when I showed my husband. Both videos were 28:20, and it's April 28th. And the word literally means our inheritance, or to cast a lot to get our inheritance. And it's literally the verse 111. I mean, there's just so much there, but I hope that was like a confirmation, encouraging, whatever for you guys, and to realize like seems correct. It seems legit that we return in 2028. I counted back from Feast of Trumpets and did it in the biblical years, and it shows that the tribulation would start in August. That does not mean the rapture starts in August, because there could be a gap, because it just doesn't mean, and I talk about in the other videos, that we don't know when that's going to happen. But if I'm correct about this other stuff, then the tribulation would happen in August. Now, that said, no one told me it has to be on the Feast of Trumpets. I'm just talking about 2028 being the second coming, not that it has to be on the Feast of Trumpets that we come back, but that's what I was counting back from. So this is my grand guess, and this is, yeah, through seeking the Lord in prayer and stuff, this is the trilogy that I've made, and I just think it's amazing. Like, I don't even know how much more confirmation there could be. So anyway, I hope that blessed you guys and was interesting for you and encouraging, and just, yeah, keep looking up, because soon, like, can you imagine inheriting the earth? And, you know, the overcomers, this is, they will be priests and kings, and yeah, well, you know, basically we're all believers will inherit the earth. I have no idea the levels, you know, rewards, and how it's going to work with how you reign on earth. I would think, you know, what you did on earth would probably relate to how, or maybe the area you'd rule in the millennial reign, but obviously I don't know. But that could be it. So, you know, like the things we do on earth, you know, affecting our rewards in heaven. So, well, it's not even in heaven, it's on the earth. Like, that's amazing. They always teach you everything's like just in heaven in church, like about this, like, you know, the afterlife. But they don't ever mention that you also come back to the earth, and it's new, and you know, you rule and reign with like brand new body, and the earth is changing. I have a millennial reign dream that I've only had like barely any dreams ever, but my millennial reign dream was so good. And all I can tell you, like, I've said it before, but I should probably do a video on it again. But green grass. Like, I saw plains of grass, green, bright green, and I saw no buildings and no modern structures, just only buildings that were like cobblestone, like you'd find in, like, you know, right now, that you'd find in like Greece, like the ancient stuff, the older stuff, or like maybe even Israel, or like just stuff made by hands with brick, and the streets were cobblestone. That's the only cities I saw, and nothing was like the new stuff. I guess it's wiped out. And plains as far as I can see, because there's not a lot of people, there's so much room. So that's what I saw. And I was like younger, and yeah, anyway, I'll in the dream, I'll yeah, I'll talk about that dream another time, probably, you know, if there's time left. Anyway, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought that was so amazing, and so much confirmation for 2028. Yeah. So anyway, I will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you enjoyed my trilogy. It was unplanned. Okay. Until next time, God bless and shalom.